Hello YouTube, today I'm going to do a review for my theater class. Today I'll be talking about Star Wars. From scrolling intros to lightsabers, Star Wars arguably is one of the most iconic movies of all time, and I'll be talking about the one that started it all. Episode 4, A New Hope. Episode 4 was released in 1977 by George Lucas of Lucasfilms. For future reference, in case you haven't seen the movie, spoilers ahead. Star Wars Episode 4, in general, is the story of Luke Skywalker, a boy living with his aunt and uncle. When he learns his aunt and uncle die, he goes on an adventure with Ben Kenobi. They meet Han Solo and Chewbacca, and also Princess Leia. Together, they defeat the Death Star, an Empire-made ship meant to destroy planets. Today, I'm going to talk about the character development, lighting, and my most favorite, the music. Skywalker's development, although sad, came from multiple tragedies. One of which was when his aunt and uncle died. Realizing he is on his own, he turns to Obi-Wan for guidance, making the desert kid slowly mature and gain confidence. As the story goes on, his confidence increases as danger approaches. I believe the turning point for the character was when Obi-Wan, Ben Kenobi, dies in front of his eyes. The traumatization boosts his confidence to fight against the Death Star. Next thing I'm going to talk about is lighting. One thing I noticed is the difference in lighting between the Rebel ship and the Death Star. In the beginning scene, Darth Vader comes in to steal R2-D2 and Princess Leia. Upon arriving in the ship, you notice the whiteness of the ship and how light and bright it is. Until the Empire shows up, where the ship seems to dim down in brightness and get a little darker. Anyways, fast forward to when the protagonists arrive in the Death Star. The ship is extremely dark, emphasizing the dark side, the shadow, and the evil lurking above the ship. I noticed they bring the lights really bright, which contradicts from the dark scene of the Death Star, but I think they did this to emphasize futuristic looks, although it was taken a long time ago. The one thing I want to point out is throughout the whole movie, the lights actually are bright, super bright, compared to the background or other things, and I think that gives it that sci-fi futuristic feel that people like to see. It is shown everywhere except the sandy part of Tatooine. You can't even see the bright lights and the lasers from the gun shooting. It's extremely bright, and I think they did a pretty good job considering the fact that it was made in 1977. It's very interesting how they use the light to emphasize the futuristic look. Finally, I'm going to talk about the music. Star Wars music personally is emotional. For me, it brings back all the emotions found in all 6 films, and even the recent sequel to the original, The Force Awakens. Anyways, the iconic film's music is iconic from the very first intro music to the Cantina bar, and finally the award ceremony. Every note, key, and music is just breathtaking. Anyways, going on from the music is non-diegetic, but it really adds emotion. The music adds suspense, and it adds feeling to it. Even the diegetic music sound from the Cantina makes you kind of want to dance, makes you kind of interested, and for me it resembles like a bar playing music where thugs or gangsters, as shown in the movie, hang out. Now that we've finished with the music, I'm going to go on to the sound of the blasters, which are super loud. I'm pretty sure they're emphasized. Most of the blaster noises are super loud, and I think it's to add excitement to the movie. As I said before, Star Wars is an iconic film, and I highly recommend it to anyone who hasn't seen the classic. Thank you for watching my vlog, and have a good day.